Hey y'all, hey, what's up? Ace here for your final MTV's Battle of the Exes challenge recap. So the final episode of the challenge aired last night and it was amazing. It looked really hard. Like I said in last week's recap, I would have died and I would have died again last night. I'm not going to get all into each checkpoint and what they had to do because there was a bunch of them and I'm not going to sit here and talk forever. I'm just going to touch on what was most important to me at least, so I hope it was most important to you. And damn, they had a lot of puzzles going on last night. It was like the puzzle finale. I don't know. Anyway, let's get into it. CT and DM started off great. They were in the front for most of the hike up the mountain. And then they all got to the first checkpoint that they showed last night, which was the vomit checkpoint. I knew it was coming. I knew it was time to see some vomit. I just knew that it was coming up because they hadn't yet. And you know, always in the finale challenges, they're gonna all vomit because they're gonna make them eat something completely disgusting. They had to eat sheep's head, soured shark, and drink sheep's blood. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and say this was the most disgusting thing they've ever had to eat in a final challenge. Last time in the final challenge, I was happy because they finally didn't have to eat like cow balls or something fucking gross. They only had to eat like a shitload of regular food like steak and potatoes and stuff like that and get them too full to run. But not this time. Dead animals. Awesome. I think in another life, CT was a caveman or something, because he certainly did not have a problem eating all that shit and drinking all that blood, and DM wasn't doing it because she's a fucking vegetarian, of course. So go on, CT, you show him how to eat those dead animals. I was wishing for this recap that I had fake blood because I was gonna put it in my mouth and talk like they showed CT last night. Epic. Anyway, my favorite quote came from Johnny and what he said during this whole vomit challenge. He said,
"One of CT's hobbies is smashing heads and eating them."
And now they had to go and run back up the fucking mountain with all this dead carcass bodies and blood inside of their bellies. I mean, fucking disgusting. It's gross. I feel like I'm gonna vomit right now. So CT and DM finished that first. They're still in the lead and I'm excited because I'm like, yeah, my team's doing so awesome. They're gonna win, they're gonna win, they're gonna win. At the next checkpoint, everybody gets like snow poles and snowshoes so they can like walk easier in the snow. And CT can't lock the fucking thing to his foot. He's having so many problems. So everybody else finishes and starts heading back up the mountain. Who else loved Johnny last night? I mean, he would not stop screaming at poor Camilla. He's like,
Camilla, 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 hurry the fuck up!
But he later apologized because I guess that's the only way he knows how to motivate somebody in the final. So then comes the puzzles. There were a lot of puzzles last night. I would have been terrible at this. I would have been terrible at the cold. I would have been terrible at eating dead things. I would have been terrible at all the puzzles. My brain doesn't work that way, and especially when I'm in the freezing cold, I'm not trying to think about all that stuff. For the first puzzle, they had to like move all these logs around with these stones in them, and I'm not even going to try to explain that to you. If you watched it, you know what the hell I'm talking about. If you didn't, I'm sorry. It was a hard-ass puzzle. CT and DM seemed to figure it out first and take the lead, which is awesome! I was happy about that. Johnny and Camilla go into the puzzles thinking they're both retarded and they're not going to do good at these puzzles because they both don't think that way. And he was kind of right because it took them a long-ass time to figure out that first log puzzle. But they finally did, and they left, and Ty and Emily were still there trying to figure it out forever. They even reached the 30-minute maximum time that you have to finish these puzzles, and they had to just move on. CT and DM got to the next checkpoint first, again, and they had to take these scraper things and dig their way into the ice, into this ice hole, and they had to go down and go through this tunnel once they got it open and then come out the other side. I would have been terrible at that too because I would have been claustrophobic and I would have thought that the snow was gonna fall and crush me and I was gonna die right then and there. But CT was beast at that too. He just ripped through that shit, climbed out of it. He was A-okay. During that whole checkpoint, Johnny's getting super annoyed with Camilla and he's like, you want to know why we don't let girls do things? Because they suck. Let me do it. And then he starts doing it. They finally get through it as well. So at this point, CT and DM and Johnny and Camilla are headed back up the mountain and CT is not looking so good. His body is starting to shut down. He's running out of gas. He's moving in slow motion. He's making me nervous. I want to punch the TV. Meanwhile, Emily and Ty make it to the next challenge, and they make it through that tunnel no problem, and then they are on the ass of Johnny and Camilla. Emily was awesome in this final challenge. I just have to say that because her and Ty are a good team and everything, but last night it kind of seemed like Ty was just walking along with her, and she was doing all the work. Did it seem like that to anybody else? It was like she was pulling Ty along when it kind of should be the other way around. But anyway, they both did a great job. Better than I thought that they would have done it. What'd you guys think? Tell me in the comments. Then they come up on another freaking puzzle. Puzzle this, puzzle that, totem pole puzzle. There were these totem poles with like letters and symbols all over them. It was like a Rubik's Cube deal. They had to turn them a certain way to match the picture. Anyway, CT and DM finished that first again and they move on. Johnny and Camilla aren't far behind them, and then Ty and Emily come up and start on that one. The whole time, it's like really nerve-wracking because everybody's just like right behind one another. I mean, it's crazy. CT is still dying to climb up this mountain, and they finally reach it to the final checkpoint in the challenge. It's another puzzle where they have to put all their artifacts that they collected this whole time through all the checkpoints into this sundial thing and get it right. CT and DM keep fucking it up over and over and over again, and CT's just laying in the snow like, I hope you got this, because I'm about to die. Anyways, after this challenge, all they have to do is make it to the finish line, which is like, whoa, up the mountain. Stressful because CT and DM keep getting the damn sundial thing wrong, and Johnny and Camilla are there working on it too, so they're both trying to like get it before one another. Stressing me out. But CT and DM finally get it right before Johnny and Camilla, and they start to make their way back up the mountain. But then Johnny and Camilla get the damn puzzle, and they're right behind them. I love how they kept showing last night everybody climbing up the mountain with their little name next to their body, because you couldn't fucking tell who was who in all their puffed up gear, all walking up this snow mountain thing. You couldn't tell who was who. So it was hard. It's like, who's in front of who? Oh my God. Now Johnny's in front of CT. I'm freaking out. Did anybody else feel like that? And then Ty and Emily finished the sundial puzzle, and they start heading up the mountain. So now we got all 6 of them just right behind each other going up the mountain, right? This final is crazy. And then Dia makes it to what she thinks is the finish line, but it's not. And that was pretty funny because then they look up and they still have to go way farther up to the finish line. And I don't think CT can make it. It's a very, very sad moment for Ace on the couch. CT is basically crawling on his hands and knees up this mountain to try to reach the finish line, and Johnny passes him, and this is when I know things are not good. Things are not good, people. And I'm going to throw in another quote because he really did look like what Johnny said he looked like, which was, CT looks like an animal that's been
Shot with a tranquilizer dart.
He really did, though. But everybody kind of looked like that. I mean, everybody was kind of dying at the end of this thing, just trying to get to the end. I would have died a long ass time ago. So all of you guys know what happened if you were watching. Johnny and Camilla, Team Spicy Bananas, made it to the finish line before CT and DM, winning first place of Battle of the Exes challenge. Nicely done, even though this shit is bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. I like Johnny Bananas, and I'm glad that they won, but I'm really pissed that CT and DM did not win because they did so well, man. I really thought they were going to take it all the way. If you think about it, everybody kind of won because everybody got to the finish line, you know? Remember, if you quit, you don't get shit. Nobody quit, so everybody got shit. So, I mean, everybody won, and I think we can all be happy about that, even though CT and DM didn't take first place, and I felt a little like crying, and especially because I had to do this recap and be like, my team lost, after I've been saying week after week after week, CT and DM, CT and DM. It didn't happen. But hey, there's always the next challenge, and everybody still won something, so yay! Happy challenge. I didn't watch the shit they should have shown yet. Tell me in the comments if it was good. I'm gonna watch it tonight. And also tell me in the comments what your favorite part of the final was, what you thought was the hardest thing that they had to do, which I know everybody's going to say drink blood, because I mean, come on, drink blood. vomit just thinking about it. So thank you to everybody who's been watching these Battle of the Exes recaps. I've had a lot of fun making them every week and chatting it up with you guys in the comments about what we thought was going to happen, who we thought was going to win. Shout out to all my Team CT and DM peeps. I really thought we were going to take this one, but we didn't. They'll just have to try again. Maybe next time. Congratulations to Johnny and Camilla. You guys did awesome! So did Ty and Emily. They did a great job. Awesome making it to the final and then all the way through the final. You're tough. I am not. So I won't be seeing you guys next week, but maybe I'll see you for the next MTV challenge. Don't forget to check out all those awesome links in the description and give this video a thumbs up because I love you guys. And I guess that's it. I'll see you guys for the next challenge. Peace out!